Alright guys, want to record a video here. First of all, I want to record what we did in class because we forgot to turn the recorder on. So let me record that one first. That's y equals -2 sine pi over 10 x minus 5 minus 3. Step 1, I think the focus is a little bit bad here. Hold on a second. Let me try to focus this. Give me 1 sec here, folks. Much better. Okay, let me map this first. So the midline is y equals -3. The amplitude is +2. The period is 2 pi divided by b. Well, b in this case, it seems like it might be 1, but think about it. This pi over 10 is really b, because the pi over 10 is being multiplied, being distributed to both of these. So if I did distribute, I'm not going to do it, but if I did, the pi over 10 would be multiplied here. So I have 2 pi divided by pi over 10, which is 2 pi over 1 times 10 over pi, which is 20. Now I need to find, the max and the min. So the max will be from the belt, -3, up to the top. Belt to the top, -3 plus 2 is -1. Belt down to the shoes, -5, -3 minus 2. Let's now draw the parent function. This is sine, so I'm going to start here, come up, down, up, down, up, down. Call it 0, pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, 2 pi, negative pi over 2, negative pi, -3 pi over 2, -2 pi, 1, -1. Alright, next transformation coming in green. Multiply everything by 2. The +1 comes upstairs to 2, 0 stays at 0, 0 stays at 0, -1 comes downstairs to -2, -1 downstairs to -2, +1 upstairs to 2, and we go up, coming down, up, down, up. The next one, I'll do it in pink. Zoom it in a little bit here. So now I'm going to take care of this negative. Again, that is a vertical transformation. Vertical because it's outside the parentheses. Multiply everything by -1. Multiply the y coordinates by -1. So here we go. 0 stays at 0. 2 downstairs to -2. 0 at 0. -2 upstairs to +2. 0 at 0. 2 downstairs to -2. 0 at 0. -2 upstairs to +2. And we draw down, up, down, up, down. We got our pink graph now. Alright. Now we got a -3. Do it in purple. We're looking at the pink. 0 minus 3, -3 right here. -2 minus 3, -5 right here. 0 minus 3, -3 right here. 2 minus 3, -1 right here. 0 minus 3, -3 right here. Green, I'm coming on green. No, we're on pink. Pink. -2 minus 3, -5. 0 minus 3, -3. 2 minus 3, -1. 0, -3. Coming down, up, down, up, down. Alright, now we need to address, we work outside in, start with A, come to M, now coming in, the pi over 10. The pi over 10, I apologize for this email notification popping up, let me close that out. So the pi over 10, this is inside the parentheses, it must be a horizontal transformation, which means it must affect the x values. Pi over 10 is being multiplied here. Mr. Kurth taught you all so well. This says to multiply, which means we need to divide all the x values by pi over 10. Just was grabbing a drink of some Gatorade there. Divide every x value by pi over 10. So remember I said in class, we can only, if you want to when you're doing the pi over 10, you can just focus on the positive side, so from here to here. We don't need to make everybody's work super complicated. Just focus on the positive side when you're taking care of this pi over 10. So, dividing everything by pi over 10. 0 divided by pi over 10, still 0. Now, what is the coordinate here? Well, this is pi over 2, comma, negative 5. I'm not touching the negative 5, but the pi over 2 divided by pi over 10 is pi over 2 times 10 over pi. Pi's go away. 10 over 2, which is 5. Here, we have pi, comma, negative 3. Again, we're not going to touch the negative 3, but the pi will be divided by pi over 10, pi over 1, times 10 over pi. Pi's go away. I get 10. I'll plot the new points in a second. Let me just find them. Here we are, 3 pi over 2, comma, negative 1. 3 pi over 2 divided by pi over 10 equals 3 pi over 2 times 10 over pi. These go away. 1, 5, this is 15. Finally, this last one, 2 pi, comma, negative 3. So let's do the 2 pi divided by pi over 10. So 2 pi over 1 times 10 over pi, 20. So we have our new x points, 5, 10, 15, 20. The 0 didn't change. Now I could try to plot them here. The problem is, where does 5 go? Where does 10 go? This is in terms of pi's. So the new rule I want to introduce is if the period is a regular number, like this case it's 20, there's no pi's here, this is just a regular number, then we need to do the following. We must draw this Brown transformation on a new graph. Let me show you what I mean. Here we had the point 0, negative 3. 0, negative 3 right here. Here we had the point, it was pi over 2, comma, negative 5. Now it is 5, comma, negative 5. So let's make this axis 5, negative 5. The next point was pi, negative 3, but the pi became 10, so it's 10, negative 3. Then we had 3 pi over 2, comma, negative 1. 3 pi over 2 after I divided by pi over 10, which remember, that was the Brown transformation, gives me 15, negative 1. And finally, 2 pi, comma, negative 3 becomes 20, negative 3. So down, up, down. This Brown graph is the transformation from here. It is this. The issue is I just put it on a new axis so I could label it as 5, 10, 15, 20 because that was helpful with where these new points were. So now I'm here, and let me rewrite the function. Alright, so we've done everything. We've done all the transformations except for one last one, the minus 5. Minus 5, inside the parentheses, it must be horizontal. Means it affects the x values. Horizontal transformations, I do the opposite of what it says. So instead of minusing 5, instead of going 5 to the left, we need to go 5 to the right. We need to add 5. So this 0, negative 3 becomes 5, negative 3. The 5, negative 5 moves over here to 10. The 10 moves over here to 15. The 15 moves over here to 20. And the 20 moves over here to 25. Down, up, down. There you have it. Label the minimum point as 10, negative 5. Label the maximum as 20, negative 1. And there we have it. So again, we started here with red. Then we went to green, the multiplying by 2. Then we went to pink, the reflection. Then we went to purple, the minus 3. Then we said we need to divide every x value by pi over 10. We did those divisions over here. Then we said, but now these x coordinates are regular numbers, not pi's. So we said, okay, let's draw a new axis. And then we shifted the minus 5. So we'll call that a video. I'll now make a video of the next problem that I need to do.